just finishing my portrait. Some of you have some questions about the Young Archie competition. One of those questions is, can I just bring my portrait to the library to submit it? And of course you can, but you do need an entry form, which will ask you a few questions about your portrait. The second big question we're getting is, can I just submit any kind of artwork for this competition? And this competition is a portrait competition. And a portrait traditionally is an image of somebody that tells us what they look like, but also gives us some idea of what kind of person they are, or some character traits about that person. And you can think about the colors you use, you can think about the pose of your sitter, what kind of thing they're doing. There can be some degree of action, but the focus does want to be the face. Here are a couple examples. As you can see, the artist can play with the image of the person, but we get an idea of who they are and what they look like. I hope that helps. Thank you.
Hello GRG artists. So another question that we had was, can I do a portrait of my pet? Well, you can include your pet in your portrait, but you also need to have the portrait of the person that you're doing. So I could do a portrait that included my cat Loki, but it would also have to have an actual person in it. So you need to do a portrait of a person first, but you can also include your pet in it if you really want to. Another question that we had was, can I make a portrait of myself? Yes, of course you can. This is called a self-portrait. So you're more than welcome to make a self-portrait for your entry if you would like to.
So another question we had was, what if I want to enter a photograph? Wouldn't that be too easy if I'm just taking a photo of that person? Well, because photography is a type of art, it's an art form, we are actually going to be judging photographs by looking at your design, how you place the subject in the photo, so that's called the composition. We're going to be looking at your framing and the different types of shots that you're using, and the overall quality of your final photo. Okay, so I hope that answers your question about photographs. And our last question is, how will our mums and dads and the rest of our family and community see our lovely artworks with all the restrictions that we have at the moment at school? Well, in the last week of term, we're going to upload our entries, that means everybody's artworks, onto Firefly, and we will let you know of the link and where to go so that you can share that with your mums and dads and families and friends. So with the winners, we are actually going to announce that, and we're going to publish that into our school newsletter and on our Facebook page.